What's the link between a conker, horse chestnut, and the e-colors? Let me explain. A few months ago, Mark Wilkinson, whose e-colors are predominantly yellow-red, joined Equilibria as the Director of Business Development. And over the past 2 weeks, I've had the pleasure of staying at the home of Mark and Emma, who's predominantly green-blue, at their beautiful home in Surrey, England. It's been years since I spent time in England, aside from a brief 2-day trip 6 or 7 years ago. Reflecting on my earlier visits, I remember that attitudes towards personality diversity technology weren't always as positive as they are today. Back in the late 90s, during my Transocean days, I'd often hear comments like, "Oh, that's Lewis's warm and fuzzy stuff," often with a few colorful words in between. So imagine my surprise and delight when, alongside Mark, I had the opportunity to meet with multiple clients, collaborators, and potential clients, all of whom were incredibly welcoming. What stood out even more was the remarkable positive feedback from many of them about the impact they've already experienced by integrating e-colors into their organizations, or their enthusiasm about the possibilities of doing so in the near future. If you're listening to this because we've recently met, I want to express my sincere thanks and appreciation for the meaningful interactions we shared. I truly admire how you are exploring ways to integrate our science-based personality diversity technology into your daily workflows. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the ever-growing cohort of e-colors practitioners whose impact will only continue to expand in the coming years. And the conker? Well, having lived in Spain for nearly 50 years, I've never come across one over here. But during my morning walks in the UK, I collected quite a few, polished them up, and actually took one back to Spain with me. If my memory from school serves me right, a soak in vinegar will help preserve the conker for a long time. The conker that now sits on my desk will always be there as a constant reminder of the incredible visit I had the privilege of having in the UK. The conkers may not have changed, but the attitude towards the e-colors and the willingness to explore the practical applications most certainly have.